Hey, Soul Seekers, Johanna Burkhardt here, the Soul Shaman, and today we're going to talk about clairvoyance. Do you see things? We are going to be breaking down the misperceived notions of clairvoyance and how people are really not understanding that they are already seeing things. We're going to talk about some ways to know if your clairvoyance is opening or is open, and then a couple of tips on how to help envelop that gift a little more. So the biggest preconceived notion with clairvoyance is that this movie reel is going to begin playing in your head. And that's not always the case. We all see things differently, right? I don't see a movie reel playing, but I'm clairvoyant. My third eye is very much open. And this is your mind's eye. So this, again, we have all of the senses, and clairvoyance is just a higher octave, higher frequency of our sight. And if you ever noticed, children have a beautiful imagination. They have imaginary friends, right? They see the magic in everything. They are in tune with their psychic sight right away. They see the auras emitting from people as they walk by. So someone may walk by and you may see a child's eyes light up. And that person may be walking around with this bright pink aura. And that little girl or little boy is like, "Ooh, look at that." And they know and they sense the energy that's coming from that. They just see the magic because they are still in tune with that sense. It's not until us parents or other adults who step in and say there's nobody there, you're seeing things, that we close that down for that child. So think back to when you were little and tap back in to that inner vision of what you were seeing back then. That is your clairvoyance. It is your imagination, your inner sight. A lot of times this will show up as vivid dreams. So if you're somebody who is a vivid dreamer or lucid dreamer who sees a lot of things in their sleep and oftentimes remembers it, then you are definitely stepping into clairvoyance and it's awakening within you. If you're getting a lot of what I call psychic headaches, you get a lot of pain or pressure or tension right here, that's also a sign that your clairvoyance is opening up because there's a lot of energy expanding in that space and intensifying, and sometimes that can be quite uncomfortable. Another way to know if your clairvoyance is opening up is if you're starting to see shadows or starting to think something's there and then you turn because you saw it out of the corner of your eye and it's no longer there. You're definitely having your clairvoyance opening up. Or maybe you're someone who sees orbs. So if you follow me and you watch a lot of my videos and you're clairvoyant, you're going to see a lot of orbs. I get a lot of energy that is always around me in the form of beings and my spiritual team, and they'll show up to other people as orbs of energy because that's pretty much, I don't need them to show up in the form of a physical person. I just need their essence or their energy around me. And I pull from that. So I'll oftentimes see the orbs go by on the screen as I'm filming. Sometimes it can be a little distracting, but they are there. Some people will see color, just as I was describing as a child, see color emitting from around me or from another person. Again, seeing the aura is another sign that you are clairvoyant. Now you can be clairvoyant and never see an aura. Okay, so these are just all kinds of different ways to know and sense that this energy is opening up for you. Going further into the ways of being clairvoyant, like I said, it doesn't always appear as a movie reel. Sometimes you just know what you're seeing without seeing it. And that's generally how mine works. And I have to keep my eyes open. So funny enough, when I am tuning into my clairaudience and there's a message coming in, I'll close my eyes so that I can focus all of my awareness on the auditory message that's coming in. But when I am seeing clairvoyantly, I have to have my eyes open. And that's my process. And I may look away, but what I'm doing is I'm looking away. I'm getting a knowing or a mental imprint of what it is that I'm seeing, but I'm not really seeing it. I also see energy with my physical eyes. So I will get full-blown outlines of beings, whether they are angelic or benevolent or otherwise. I will get sometimes full features of their face, and it's pretty much like from the waist up. I really never seen the rest of them, you know, because they're just coming through the energy and imprinting something as a visual for me, right? I will often see sparkles in the energy, just like you would see on a movie, right? I just see sparkles all around in front of me or on the side of me. Some people will see it as flashes of light, like someone just took a picture with a flash on. When those are happening, those are signs that you are clairvoyant, because you are seeing the energy that is coming in to be imprinted into your field. You are seeing, you're having a visual response to the energy that's coming in. So how can you develop these gifts even further? So there's a couple of tricks I wanted to tell you and a couple of warnings that go with them. So my favorite one to do is sun gazing. And you can do this by laying in the grass or wherever you want to lay and just looking up at the sky. And as you do doing this during the day would be super helpful too, is as you stare off into the sky, you'll begin to see energy in the form of the little magical speckles, if you will, that kind of come in through the sun's rays. Another cool thing that you can do while you're outside is find a beautiful tree line. If you can look at the tree line to the skyline and you can focus your energy on that tree line, you'll begin to see, without blinking, begin to see the tree line beginning to blur. And then what will happen is you'll see the aura of the trees beginning to expand. And you'll see this film, is what it kind of looks like for me, a film of color that appears over the tree or flower or whatever that is you're focusing on. The other tip that I'm going to give you, this is the one that's going to come with a little bit of a warning, only because I've been through it, is lighting a candle and is sitting in front of the candle and focusing all of your awareness on the candle flame until either your eyes begin to shift it and it begins to blur, or your eyes begin to water. At that moment, you close your eyes very gently. You're not squeezing them. You're just lightly closing them, and allow that black screen inside to imprint the visual of the flame. This is really cool, but let me warn you, this is very much a clairvoyant exercise, and it's getting you to relax your focus. Because if you're trying to see, which is what I used to do because I didn't understand that I was already seeing. If you're trying to see, you're straining your third eye, and it will create massive headaches inside of you. So the point is to relax your eyes, is to relax your third eye. So not try to see, instead allowing the image to come into focus. But if you do this a lot, like I said, you can get third eye headaches, and they're not comfortable. So that was your warning. The other thing is, in your dreams, is recording them. And what I mean by recording them is asking, Archangel Gabriel is a great one to ask to remember your dream state and the message that comes with it. So a lot of times in our dreams, we'll see a number sequence, or going up or down, or doing something that has a message embedded into it. So we can ask ahead of time, ask a question, ask for the answer to come through your dreams, and ask Archangel Gabriel to help you remember your dreams. And then have a piece of paper and pen right next to your bed. So the minute you wake up, you just start writing down statements, facts, colors, people, imagery, things that showed up. Don't try to write a fluid story. Just gather the facts. Remember, our dream state, just as if you're daydreaming or asking to imagine, All of those things are accessing our internal guidance from our memory, from our Akashic record, from whether it's the future or the past or a parallel lifetime that's happening. We can access this through our mind's eye. And so we receive this information. Anything you are receiving is a part of your record. It's a part of your energetic imprint. And so even a daydream, even an actual dream, all of this is a part of your being and has a message inside of it for you. And so we want to begin to tune into those things and using it for our abilities, right? It's pretty cool, huh? Please share, like, and subscribe. Let other people know about their clairvoyance and how to tune into that ability. And drop me a comment below and let me know if you have a different exercise that you use, or if these things are even helpful for you. And I will see you on the next video. Namaste.